Guys, latest news coming in with regards to your Canadian permanent residence through the RCIP or the FCIP program in the rural communities of Canada. More and more communities are joining the bandwagon of making their announcements with regards to the priority sectors. Today, we are coming to you with updates from Sault Ste. Marie, also from Brandon community. Both of these communities have announced their priority sectors along with the NOC codes. Now, these are two more added to the first one, which is Timmins already. So that makes it three already communities which are ready to absorb applicants with regards to the RCIP, the Rural Community Immigration Pilot Program, or the FCIP, the Francophone Community Immigration Pilot Program. In the video today, we will take a very close look at as to what kind of occupations, the priority sectors are these communities looking at. If you are interested in getting your permanent residence in the year 2025, 2026, when all the PNPs have become very, very tough, I think this video will be very, very helpful for you. Please be sure to watch the video till the end. My name is Sahil. Guys, welcome back once again. My name is Sahil. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant and I practice here in Ontario. My office is here. If you have to get in touch with me, my number is on the screen and the details are there in the description box. More than happy to speak with you. Before we proceed any further, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon because we talk a lot about Canadian immigration. If you are an aspirant to moving to Canada, then this is a channel that you must be subscribed to all the time. And also, do not forget to subscribe to our online channels, including Instagram, TikTok, and all the other channels. We'll be happy to share more information with you. Guys, today's news is extremely important because with the ongoing times, PNPs are becoming extremely difficult, and the pilot programs, including the RCIP and the FCIP, have gained tremendous popularity. And the RCIP was announced last year. This year, they said that the communities will be announcing their programs, the eligibility criteria. Finally, three communities have announced their their priority list, which means people can now think of moving towards these communities, think of finding the right job, getting into the right stream, and then eventually hope that they get picked up for their PR or for the pilot program, the RCIP program. Let's just take a very close look at the new community that has come in, which is RCIP, the community of Brandon. Now, guys, Brandon just announced its labor market priority list, and this means that if you have the right job in this particular field, along with the employer designated support, you will be able to get your PR. Now, let's just take a look at the the priority list. First one is the health sector, as expected. The health sector, I'm not sure if you're able to see the screen. Yes, it should be better now. In terms of the health sector, the NOC codes of nurse aid, registered nurses, licensed practical nurses, general practitioners, specialists in surgery, dentist, and clinical lab medicine practitioners. The CLB required is either CLB 5 or CLB 6, which is pretty good. Even if you don't have a very good IELTS score, you should be fine in this. In trade and transport, they're looking for construction helpers, which is good. This is tier code 5. Again, if you are trying to get into an entry level role, this might just make the cut. Plumbers, welders, carpenters, heavy duty equipment mechanics, and then the list goes on to painters, concrete finishers, and construction millwright and industrial mechanics. For all these guys, the CLB is only kept at 5, which is quite achievable. I think that should be good. Then they're looking for people in manufacturing, utilities, butchers, and meat cutters. That is one. Then natural and applied sciences, civil engineers, mechanical engineers, industrial engineers, and user support technicians, which is 22221. Again, CLB required is only 5 and 6, which is quite decent. I believe it is easier for people to achieve these scores if they're living in the community of Brandon. Last is the education, the early childhood educator and assistants. This is good because in the current times, as we are seeing, BCPNP also kicked out the assistants early childhood educator role from its PNP in terms of the targeted list, while the other communities still have a very strong demand of these people. Guys, I believe the community of Brandon has done a fair good job of looking at people from this. I am a bit surprised as to why they don't have a lot of PNP codes from the other 7 2 categories, while generally it is seen that trades they do have them in demand across the board for all trades. but they only have selected trade NOC codes. But on the brighter side, they do have engineer, civil engineer, mechanical engineer. On the lower end, as you can see, there are no IT related preferences, which might not be that favorable for a lot of people. But yes, good news is that the community is now live. You can start following the process of RCIP, which will include finding a job, living in the community, getting your employer designated, getting that job offer validated, getting the RCIP approval, and then finally applying for PR. This is going to be one of the saviors in the current time of 2025. The next community that we have on the line is the community of Sault Ste. Mary. This is fairly latest. This just came in. Um, if you look at Sault Ste. Mary, the list of priority occupations for Sault Ste. Mary is very simple on the dot. Just see if you can see it properly. I think the other view is better. Yeah. So they're looking for mechanical engineers, electrical engineers, drafting technologists, and technicians. Mechanical engineers, technologists. Then they have pharmacy technicians, nurse practitioners, so health related, licensed practical nurses, personal support workers. This is one good one from the PSWs. If PSWs are looking for something, this might just make the cut. They need therapists and counseling, social, community and service workers, early childhood educators and assistants 42202. Then they have shaping and erection related occupations, contractors and supervisors, construction, and then industrial electricians, transit operators, machinists, construction millwright workers, and then aircraft instrument technicians. Then they have food service supervisor, not including fast food restaurants. Guys, if you are looking for food related, FSS related jobs, this might just make the cut. But there is a cap of 10 people only. So quicker than anything. You have to be very, very quick. Guest service supervisor, security guard supervisor, trade helper, laborer, and production worker. These are all the NOC codes. Then there are a bit of caps announced. They're saying in food and hospitality, 25 people, not more than that in restaurants, 10 people annually in hotels, and then 20 annually. So with regards to what kind of a code you have, this might just make the cut. Okay. And they have announced their schedule of announcements of what is the intake period. These are the couple of intake periods that they have. If you're able to submit within this intake period, you might just be able to get into RCIP. Guys, I believe Susan Mary has done a splendid job in inviting people from varied. This is the first RCIP that I am seeing personally, which is targeting food service related and hospitality related people as well. While there are others, like there are a couple of other communities that will follow, but this is still good news for people who are not able to get a tier 0, 1, 2, 3 job. So you might get into laborers, construction laborers, material handlers, and food service related, which is ideally tier 2, but still and a rather um, more favored job by people who are working in the food industry, which is good. um, let's just look at the third community which has announced its allocations or other priority sectors. The next community that we have at hand is Timmins. If you look at Timmins, they have announced health. While we have discussed Timmins previously as well, so I will just quickly take you through this. So they need people in health, education, trade and transport, natural resource and agriculture, and then they need people in business, finance, and administration. Guys, just to let you know, Timmins is the one which has announced people in finance and administration related. All the other PNPs, all the other RCIPs that you see, none of them have people in finance, FSRs, tellers, and all of those jobs. None of them have that in demand. The other two that I discussed. Quickly taking a look at this: financial advisors, accounting technicians, admin officers. These three specifically are in the field of um, uh, finance and administration. This is healthcare related as expected. Registered nurses, practical nurses, animal health technologists, veterinaries. So veterinarians is here only. Then medical lab, nurse aides, and then now we have social and community workers, elementary school, kindergarten teachers, and early childhood educator and assistants. This again is unique to this home support worker. And then there are welders, there are electricians, then construction related, heavy duty mechanics, transport truck drivers. So again, truck drivers, again, good news for you. Heavy equipment operators, automotive heavy truck equipment part installers, laborers in wood and paper pulp processing, and underground production and development miners. Guys, these are couple of updates, because people have been thinking that RCIP, they are confused as to which one they should target. I think broadly looking at these three, construction is in favor everywhere, early childhood educator is in favor everywhere, nurse related occupations or health related occupations are in favor everywhere, food related only in Sault Ste. Mary, admin or uh, the uh, admin and finance related only so far in Timmins, and the labor market priority of Brandon is pretty simple, pretty generic, but still very helpful because it is still giving spaces to people who can come. Guys, this is pretty interesting. I believe RCIP is going to bag a lot of eyes this particular year in 2025. People have been struggling with the PNP allocations with other PNPs like BC, New Brunswick already closing down its or narrowing down its intake for the year 2025. Then I think, amongst the electoral season, this will just make or give people a sigh of relief for a bit. But getting a job in these communities is still very tough, so it's not going to be easy for people to make their way. What if it closes down? What if the cap is reached fairly quickly? Because as you can see, the caps are not a lot, like 10, 20, 100. These are the specific caps to each NOC code that these people might have just allocated, right? So we will see. We will see how the time goes. Guys, I hope the details today were helpful. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do consider subscribing and also following us on the social media. We're across the board. Also, if you have anything to discuss with us, please feel free to schedule an appointment and we would be more than happy to speak with you. Once again, we wish you all the best and we really hope to see you soon in Canada. All the best.